a wedding outside on that fucking shit.
Bring extra underwear. I felt like I was fucking...
Shit yourself?
Yeah.
I hear that.
Exactly.
I hear that.
Or you wear Under Armour.
Like
the cool,
like a nice
cool
wick.
stuff.
Yeah,
nice moisture wicking.
I've been recommending Tommy John to pretty much everyone I know.
No.
$30, it's worth it.
We need to get them to sponsor.
All right, yeah, that's no MeUndies from what I hear.
Okay.
Is that a mini iPad?
They're no fucking
iPad
joke,
Air.
bro.
Gather round, ye lads and lasses, set ye for a while, and hearken to me mournful tale about the Emerald Isle. Let's all raise our glasses high to friends and family gone, and lift our voices in another Irish drinking song. Consumption took me mother and me father got the pox. Me brother drank the whiskey till he wound up in a box. Me other brother in the troubles met with his demise. Me sister has forever closed her smiling Irish eyes.
Now everybody's died, so until our tears are dried, we'll drink and drink and drink and drink, and then we'll drink some more. We'll dance and sing and fight until the early morning light, then we'll throw up, pass out, wake up, and then go drinking once again.
And welcome to the Deadpool podcast. With us, as always, Jason Vario.
Hello.
Braden Shanky.
Are we doing names
Welcome.
on this? I thought this was a
Zach
names.
Ramlow.
Hello.
Alec Geyser.
Yeah. Let's not do last names next time.
Yeah, sounds good.
Okay, we'll only call you Geyser from now on.
And as always, John.
Ramlo. Wait, no. Fuck.
And producer Kyle. Let's not forget him. He's drinking his beer.
So real quick, I just want to ask everybody
Pretty
about,
sure it's sake, not beer.
He's
technically they're both brewed. Just want to bring up real quick, we had a death shortly after our last recording. MMA fighter, backyard, street brawler, and I guess...
Porn
security guard.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, Kimbo Slice.
Rest in peace. Two of the greatest fighters of all time dying within a week.
Yep.
Really makes you think about how short life is.
That's a ballsy statement.
I would say my dream match would have
Hey,
been...
you know what? A lot of people think it's a little risque to put Muhammad Ali in that conversation. I don't.
Yeah, there's no way Muhammad could stand up in a bare-knuckle fight in a fucking boatyard with Kimbo Slice.
From what I understand, he could barely stand up near the end, so no competition, really.
I kind of... I kind of feel like if Muhammad Ali was really going to fight Kimbo Slice, it probably would go very poorly for him.
For Muhammad Ali.
Correct.
Yes. Even in his prime.
Any
He'd be
MMA
dead.
fighter versus a boxer is at an advantage.
That's true.
Well, Kimbo wasn't really... Like, when he was at his prime on the,
Yeah.
the World Star videos that he did, he wasn't exactly an MI.
Prime on
Wasn't
Togo
he
fights. YouTube
Yeah.
videos.
He wasn't exactly an MMA fighter. He was meeting people in, like, parking lots and beating the shit out of them.
He was on top of the homeless fighting world.
But yeah, he died. It was tragic.
Didn't Kimbo
I gotta
Slice
tell you, it
fight
was
the guy with the
weird.
cauliflower ear and just punch it and exploded?
They all have cauliflower.
Yeah, but he punched it right in there.
I don't know.
I'm sorry, Vario, you...
There's a lot of talking over here. We can cut this out, Kyle, later, but...
Clean it up in post.
God, you just... It looked like you had like a mini seizure there for a minute.
Speaking of seizures.
It was a minor mall
A
seizure.
Jerry Kill moment.
Yeah, speaking of seizures...
Go.
No, this is not the time. Cut all of this out.
But more...
This is not celebrity health news.
more
There's other deaths to talk about.
Jesus, I don't know why you had to bring it in like this.
No. We started on the Kimbo Slice, but we are, in all honesty, missing the biggest death that happened in the past 2 weeks. One Gordie Howe.
Oh,
That is true.
He wasn't.
He was
He wasn't even on my list.
top 5.
More people watch bowling on Saturday afternoons than watch hockey in the 70s and 60s. Get the fuck out of here with that shit. The biggest.
He was pretty good.
I'm not saying he wasn't, and I think that it's cool when you get your own anything in a sport named after you. The Gordie Howe hat trick, it's really fucking awesome. I get it, but I mean honestly, to say like the biggest of the week, that's Kimbo Slice.
What the fuck? Seriously now?
Kyle, cut this out in post.
But
Gotta tell you,
no, like, tell me what team Gordie Howe played on.
Detroit Red Wings.
Okay, see, that's exactly what I was going to say. He was a great Red Winger back in the 60s.
You were just testing us?
Yeah.
He
Four
played in
decades.
4 decades. That's pretty
okay.
fucking.
That's more decades than you've been alive.
I think that says more about the quality of the other players that a guy could play for over 30 years.
Regardless, he's still one of the top 5 hockey players of all time, and he died in the past 2 weeks.
Yeah, I'm one of the top 5 black hockey players of all time.
No,
It's
you're
not even close to true.
Me and the guy who got hit in the head by Marty McSorley.
There's
Name
5 in
another
the
black
league.
hockey player.
There's 5 in the league right now. Anson Carter, boom.
Jerome McGinley.
Okay, number 3 then.
Dumba.
Who's the guy?
Yeah, I was going to say Dumba? But that was kind of
Kyle,
with,
producer Kyle. Who's the guy on the
Montreal
Flyers?
Canadiens guy.
Wayne
PK
Simmons.
Subban.
Wayne Simmons. PK
Oh,
Subban.
Subban.
Yeah. All right, we just named like 6.
Boom.
No, I'm number 7.
Keenan from D2, the Mighty
Oh,
Ducks.
he
He was
was
pretty good.
Yeah, he invented
the
the
knuckle
knuckle
puck.
puck.
Wait, no, he was the
No,
backup
you're gonna be wrong,
goalie.
whatever
He
you-
was.
Yes, you're wrong.
That's
that was
absolutely
Cat.
wrong.
That was
Goldberg.
Julie the Cat.
No, Julie the Cat was the number 1 goalie. Keenan Thompson was the backup
No,
goalie.
Goldberg was the goalie in the first one. Then the cat came.
And then she became the goalie in the second
She
one.
was
and
not the
third one.
starter.
Look, can we
Yes,
all...
she
Goldberg
was.
No,
Yeah.
Goldberg was not the starter after the first movie.
After the
He
first
can't-
movie, he was. It was in D3 where he was the backup behind Julie.
But
the
either
Cat.
way,
but Keenan was
invented
never
the
a
knuckle
goalie.
puck.
Okay.
Do you remember how awful those Jamaica jerseys were in the second movie?
They were tie-dye.
Oh my God, they were terrible.
You think they're just trying to get some
It was
cool
a-
runnings like...
To be fair, how
was
the
a
fuck
Jerry
did
Garcia
Jamaica
nightmare.
have a Special Olympic team or whatever junior, whatever they had? How?
How the fuck did they have a bobsled
Well, see,
team?
that
That's
was
a
like-
different movie.
John
That is a
Candy.
different movie. And
John Candy.
That was based in history, right?
It's a true
Like,
story.
happened.
That is a true
that
story.
happened.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right, because the Mighty Ducks aren't a real thing.
They are now.
Mind blown.
Yeah, that Iceland chick, though, was a fucking smoke show, though, right? I don't know. She was just hot.
She's dead.
Is she dead?
I don't know, but maybe.
Are there any deaths?
Speaking of
on
that, dead celebrities.
But
coming up.
but Braden mentioned it. We got to raise a glass, man. I mean, to the guy, to Keenan from Keenan and Kel.
Still alive, but
No,
No,
he's dead.
He's on SNL.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm thinking of Patrice O'Neill.
He's dead.
Prost.
But here's to Kimbo
Patrice.
Slice and to Gordie Howe, huh?
we're not done with the deaths here.
Oh,
Gordie Howe hat trick, a goal, a fight, and a beer.
I don't think that was it, but I like your style.
We saved the best deaths for last, folks.
Oh, we did.
I don't know if if this didn't hit your airwaves or Twitter machines or any type of news feeds you guys
We'd have
read.
to have some of that.
But to be honest with you, I think this is the biggest death in the past 6 months. This year.
Bigger than Gordie Howe, huh?
Micho Mazaris, the actor who played Alf in the popular sitcom Alf.
Oh,
What?
shit!
I did hear that.
Did he run out of cats?
I was gonna say that's the best part, man. He always wanted. Do you think he ever got to eat one?
I mean, he was trying
Never.
to catch them. They're pretty spry.
That's true.
You ever,
And
you ever
Alf was
heard the
pretty
phrase
slow.
herding cats?
Yeah,
Pretty fucking hard. Try eating one. Anyway, he was 33 inches tall.
What? He was a midget? Really? Oh, wait.
Did
He was
literally
Alf.
play
Have you
Alf?
seen it? Yeah.
I thought Alf was a Muppet.
So he was
No, he was like
inside
Wicket. He was the Wicket of Alf.
I don't know why, but I just made that connection. He was in that suit.
I always thought he was a Muppet. Holy shit.
There was really a person in Alf.
To be fair, he was 76 years old. That's pretty goddamn good for a 33-inch tall man.
Look at this guy.
I think if you double your...
Well, if you played Elf, your heart must be the size of a normal man. Because Elf is all heart.
No, he looks like a very... Oh my
victim.
god, I can't
Burn
handle
victim,
it. Yeah.
Wow.
He looks kind of like a pumpkin.
Or a baby doll?
He looks like a porcelain doll.
I can't believe there was really a person playing Elf.
Kyle, put this in the show notes.
I'm amazed.
I
I am kind of. I got to tell you, that one kind of bummed me out. That's not going to happen very often. But that's.
But if
That's
you
fucking Elf.
if you double your height in inches and outlive that in years, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, I
He was
suppose
33 inches tall, lived to 79.
That
seems like the right
That's
math.
decent output.
I think that's a good inch per year output.
How much
Midget.
did he weigh?
I can't imagine it was
He
more
lived
than
half his weight. Decent.
Midgets
I
and
won't do that.
Wait, what? Half his weight? He had to have been under 100 pounds.
This fucking guy.
33-inch human?
I bet he's probably 33 pounds.
An inch per pound? Is that your rationale?
This guy. What was that from?
I don't know. His baptism. It's on the Cinemorg wiki, though.
I like it.
Cinemorg.
God, can we get that to sponsor us?
That's a good sponsor, actually.
They probably need us as much as we need them.
Or like a cemetery company.
In L.A.?
Well, white funeral homes all over. Zach's probably in favor of that.
That's true. Yeah, god damn it, Zach. Or like a tombstone company.
I can't believe they have one of those. in
Tombstone
Minneapolis.
pizzas.
What do you want on your
Tombstone
tombstone?
pizzas. I'd like that. God, that makes so much sense, though. We're looking at a photo of Michael Jackson at his prime holding Alf actor
Micho Mazzaro.
Micho Mazzaro. They're both having the best times of their lives.
This is the best celebrity.
Who knew
I've
that?
ever known.
Who knew Alf would outlive Michael Jackson? Look at that
He is an
photo.
alien.
Who knew that anyone was inside of Elf's suit? First of all, this is like the biggest
True,
revelation.
I gotta tell you,
Yeah.
it's blowing my mind a little bit that this is actually happening. Like, he wasn't a Muppet.
Well, I'm not so sure that guy's not a Muppet.
Well, what?
There's a Muppet within a Muppet.
Are you sure he's not just the Muppeteer? Is that what you call
In
him?
that picture, you could not see Michael Jackson's right hand. Just
true.
saying.
That's true.
Is there any pictures of Alf without his head and that guy's head sticking out?
Oh, that'd be incredible.
It's probably 1,000,000 degrees in that.
Is there any
elf
pictures of Wicket without a head on? And what's his face?
Which one was Wicked?
The one that wore the hood and found Leia.
Well,
I love that
He's
one.
still alive. But
Yeah, Warwick Davis. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's had a
Warwick
long
Davis,
and prosperous career.
He was in the newest Star Wars.
Yeah, but he played like a fucking
He played like 4 different little aliens.
Yeah, with a mask on. I mean, he's also played himself in like a ton of other shit.
But we can
can see
all
his face.
we can all agree that the biggest layups are the smallest dwarfs and the tallest. Anyone over 7 feet, great pick for a.
Is Vern Troyer still alive?
See, I was just thinking about him.
He has a YouTube
should've been
channel
picked.
doing weird
Should have been
things.
picked.
Yeah.
Like that guy, I feel like
He's a drunk.
his car like gets in a fender bender. He's somehow dying. Like that's gonna happen.
If his girlfriend gets angry at him and just shakes him.
Interrupts her playing Farmville.
This girl I went to college with said her sister dated Vern Troyer. Nobody believed it.
That must have just.
But she would tell that story all the time.
There was an Austin Powers marathon on last weekend, and I started watching through it. Then I had to go through and start Wikipediaing Vern Troyer.
There's a sex tape.
And I read about how he dated a Playboy playmate, and that he had an insatiable appetite and had sex like 40 times a day with her.
There was a
Like
point.
a rabbit. Or Alice Rustin.
Yeah.
There was a point in about the year 2000 where I
R.I.P.
was pretty convinced that Kid Rock's dwarf and Austin Powers' dwarf were the same person.
Oh,
No,
Joe C.
Joe C was double his height.
Joe C. dead. Dead.
Yeah. Hey, to Joe C.
Rip City.
Joe C.
Prost.
And
Prost.
I don't know if I'm on board with this. Only the short people and tall people that are good picks. I mean, it seems like
I feel like North South's probably okay, as 76 would point out, but East West is probably what you want to look out for. I mean, anybody over like 500 pounds. So like Mario, the chef.
Mario Batali.
Yeah. That's a good pick.
Celebrity chefs. Fat ones.
What about Emerald? How's he? You haven't heard much of him lately.
They eat a lot of butter.
He's supposed to be, yeah.
Paula Deen.
Paula Deen.
Paula Deen. I've
She
got
has
diabetes.
diabetes.
And she loves the N-word.
Tony Bourdain, Anthony Bourdain.
Oh, yeah, you're on a close person. You have a close personal friendship.
Oh, yeah.
So you call him Tony.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Marty,
first name
Tony,
basis,
Bobby.
He's like a
all the
chain
same.
smoker, heavy drinker. Just saying.
And he did a lot of heroin.
Yeah, but they
He
live
did.
the longest.
Quit smoking, took up judo. He's a different person.
He
Yeah, he's
didn't
a
quit
pussy.
smoking. When did he quit
He's a
smoking?
pussy.
Years ago.
No, he still smokes on his show.
Whatever, that show, no one watches it anymore.
Feel a side bet coming.
I do honestly want to know what happened to Emerald.
He's still around.
still-
He was on the
he
last
has a-
season of Top Chef.
He has a different, like, not a
Emerald?
live studio audience show.
62.
70.
75.
Who, Emerald Age?
45.
Braden.
What the fuck?
Just imagine. He probably lives in South Beach,
You talking
someplace
about Emerald's
warm.
Age? 58.
Closest, 56.
I said 55!
I didn't hear
That's
that.
way off.
What's his net worth? He's got to have just a fortune banked, and that's why he's out of the limelight.
guessing
Well,
It's
and, no,
70.
he has a show. It's just
70
like
million?
not studio
Nah.
audience. It's just like
I'm guessing
Emerald at home.
7.
On what channel?
Food Network.
Hmm.
Well, not
He's
anymore,
not- no,
but
he's-
it's on Food TV because that's where they put the cooking shows. Now Food Network is just zip zap zow, Guy Fieri.
So what Emerald created.
Yeah,
Okay, just making sure.
now
Producer
he's
Making
back
sure
to
I
his
had it.
roots.
Producer Kyle, how old is Emerald Lagasse?
He
All
already
right,
said.
okay, how much is he worth?
According to the internet, he's worth about 50 million.
Yeah, he's okay.
He does have that.
Guys are guessed 7.
whatever.
Be clear here.
I forgot about his Spice Kingdom with the Emerald House.
Are you telling me
sauce.
Perry Farrell is
Bam!
more?
Yeah, the Bam.
By the way, that guy's gotten by on less talent than anyone else.
You got lucky with Lollapalooza.
And he continues to play festivals. Like, no one wants to see Jane's Addiction. No one.
Yeah. How many times can I hear Jane Says in my life?
Yeah, they've had 2 songs that I know and like, kind
How
of.
about Sean Puffy Combs?
Oh, that guy's up there, too.
You know
Fuck
what?
that guy. Fuck
Right now. You know what? Right now. Let's toast to Biggie Smalls for giving Puffy a
A
career.
career? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck Sean. Phil. That's his name?
I don't know if you call him Puff Daddy, Puffy,
No,
P.
fuck.
Diddy, Sean Combs.
I thought we only toasted to people who were dead, though. That was
I just
That was
toasted to
Biggie.
Biggie.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Jesus.
He's living on
and
an
the
island.
earth is flat.
Here comes the African American perspective.
He's living on an island with Tupac after the LAPD faked his death in order to get him out of the limelight. What is that crazy? I don't know.
Did they bring a lifetime supply of cocoa butter with them, or do they have it shipped it?
No, man. They have their own cocoa butter tree out there.
Did
Is that-
Biggie die in L.A.?
Yeah, he got shot.
Tupac was at
Vegas.
Vegas.
Tupac
Yeah.
was Vegas.
Good times.
You know, great oldies.
Yeah. Any other deaths that we missed? There's someone.
I don't know.
Billy Bob from Varsity Blues.
If you don't know
Ron
the actor's
Lester.
name,
Well, I can look. I got it on a tab here.
You got him.
no, I've never. No, okay, this is going to be sacrilege. This is going to be sacrilege.
Ron Lester.
Ron Lester. I have never seen Varsity Blues.
Oh, guys are heading either. I think.
No, I saw it, but I don't remember it that well. I remember the whipped cream bikini, and I remember James Vanderbeek. That's
So
it.
you've seen.
That's the whole movie.
Yo,
Yeah.
laugh.
Yeah, so you've seen
The commercial.
advertisements from Mr. Skin on your sidebar. With that's about it.
No, it's all
You
live
won't believe
Jasmine
the things
over
they
there.
put in movies.
Now,
Just all the click.
everyone, be honest with me though. Like now that high school's over, I don't need to see it, right?
No, you need to see it.
It's good. It's
Man.
still good.
It's fine.
Perfect. Thank you, Zach.
It's great.
Okay, now we're reassessing our decisions.
I mean, it's terrific.
It's in the Ron Lester Hall of Fame.
To be sure.
Oh, Billy Bob.
Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
no. When they erect that Ron Lester library, this will be playing 24/7.
Probably on its.
What else will be?
Oh, so glad you asked, Zach. That episode of CSI New York he was in,
Well, he
and
was.
maybe not another teen movie,
And maybe that Mentos
or he
commercial.
played the same exact character.
He was also in Freaks and Geeks, I think.
No, I think that might have been a different
Isn't-
fat guy.
Is that the bully from Boy Meets World?
Yes. I was just thinking about him.
Is he
You mean
alive?
He's alive.
That is also known as. Isn't that Donkey Lips from?
No.
The fat kid? Isn't that Donkey Lips from? What's it called?
Sling Shorts? No.
Yeah.
No.
But that guy's been in a lot of things. But never.
Oh no, that guy's the dude from this
Butterfly Effect.
Earl, and my name is Earl, and yeah.
And but more well known as the friend of Ashton Kutcher.
He's also in Remember the Titans?
Yeah, I think he plays an offensive lineman in that.
Ron Lester was not.
No, he's got to be.
No, we're talking about
quarterback.
We're talking about Earl right now. The fat guy from My Name is Earl.
Right.
The fat
But I
guy
think
from
he had
Boy
his
Meets
stomach
World.
stapled. Now
Yes,
he's
he
svelte.
did. He did.
Well, speaking of that, have you guys looked up? Have you Googled Ron Lester today? He was actually quite skinny before he died.
He did get stomach
The Al
surgery.
Roker surgery.
But I feel like that morbid obesity took its toll on its liver, so it doesn't matter.
So was he bigger than Boy Meets World?
Ooh, I think he was. I think he was fatter.
Okay.
Like,
Boy
this guy
Meets
was-
World has like husk. He seems like a big dude who
He
can
was
carry
big.
the weight. the Bubba from Varsity Blues
Yeah, he was-
was not
Billy Bob.
Billy Bob, whatever.
No. It's not
No
whatever.
He
It's
has
Billy
a
Bob.
Fat head. Like when your head is
Guys,
fat.
I haven't seen it either. It's okay.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to...
Yeah, you guys aren't missing much.
In the death of...
Whatever his face was. Yeah.
Yeah, we only work on a podcast devoted to pop culture, but you like to ignore pop culture right now?
The guy who was referred to as Billy Bob until 4 fucking seconds ago, yeah, I'm going to forget about Ron Lester tonight.
How old was
Wow.
he now?
Mario
Age.
looks pissed.
Never forget.
How old was he, Vario? 40? 30s? Because he could have been a big.
Wait, I'm gonna guess
money
38.
man.
I think it was 40 or...
Rest in peace. He was 45.
Oh, that's 55 points in the death pool.
And one celebrity death connection, Varsity Blues also starred Paul Walker.
It
Oh.
did. Good call. Yeah.
Steal of the Draft in 2014.
Rip.
I can't believe they're going to keep making those movies.
You know what would
Dude.
be interesting to see is like a movie's cast that just to see when all the actors just are dead. So like you just look at how many of a movie's actors are still alive. We can cut this. This is terrible, but I'm thinking out loud.
I mean, I think it would be good to. It would be cool to like.
So like Birth of a Nation, everyone in that movie is dead.
But then eventually you get up to like the oldest movie that still has people alive is going to be like 1939 or something. Like there'll still be an actor alive.
Would have been like a kid in that movie
Yeah,
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we need stats.
Yes,
Can we get an
we need
intern?
advanced sabermetric. A Harvard intern. We talked about this last podcast.
Jesus,
Get a Harvard
Zach,
intern.
You don't remember that, Zach? You were here, weren't you?
I was a little busy at the time.
Yeah, that might have been a candelabra with a pair of sunglasses on.
I like it.
Of course you do. Of course you do.
There was another death though this week, right? It was Dick Van Dyke.
Now was this? Now Braden sent us a text. I didn't really look it up because I just assumed he was
Ed Van
correct.
Horn.
It was Anne Marie, the actress Anne Marie.
Yes.
And did I not, Kyle? Did you cut that out from the last podcast? I swear to God, I mentioned her. Anne Marie was the like assistant secretary or something to.
Dude, that's all she rose to, assistant secretary.
I mean, Jesus,
Oh.
this was the 50s, and
Yeah.
on a comedy show, there's like Rob Van Dyke was a writer, right? Like he wrote for the Alan something show.
I thought she was the nosy neighbor.
Oh, Millie.
I'm blanking. I have
All right,
no
her
idea.
name was Millie, I believe. I don't know.
Kyle,
Some
can you,
some listeners can correct.
I don't
us.
watch Nick at Night anymore.
Zach,
but-
Zach, you don't need to interject with that.
Why not?
I guess I don't know.
Maybe it'll work.
All
But
right.
basically, we are hoping that this tips into the landslide of a domino effect of Mary Tyler Moore and Dick Van Dyke.
That's the hope.
characters.
That is the hope.
Fingers crossed.
Mary Tyler
Look, I'm
Moore,
just saying,
Ed
Ed
Asner.
Asner's had a good run. I'm not making it to 91.
Is he 91?
Yeah, I suppose he looked like old in the 70s.
We remember he was drinking.
It is amazing that these people who grew up and were like our age at a time when like when jogging was like thought to be like crazy times and like there was no such thing as like health food or like health, you know? Like, oh, your chest hurts? Here, have a cigarette and a beer. You'll feel better in a second.
Burgess Meredith. That guy
Like-
lived to like 90 or something.
Yeah.
All he did was just smoke bacon and eat cigarettes.
Well, fucking Don Rickles. He's never gonna die.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know that he's ever.
He seems like a clean guy.
I don't know that he's ever done anything negative to his health, but I mean, just seems like his attitude towards life is just it's gotta be killing him on the inside. How much happiness and joy does one person have? How much can they expel before they run out?
Well, when he gets that much joy from degrading others, I feel like that's a pretty good trade-off for him.
So do you think he's like a succubus when he puts someone down, makes them feel terrible about themselves to get some of their life energy?
What is Jared talking about here?
Okay, it looks like we have some questions from the outside world here. So the first question that everybody has for the Deadpool podcast is, how many points for a vampire?
Well, they're never
0.
truly dead.
Yeah, 0.
So, dumb question.
That's a dumb shit question.
Unless Van Helsing sticks a wooden stake through their heart.
It would appear the next question is from a guy named Jared. It says, does it count if their heart stopped beating and were resuscitated?
No.
And they were resuscitated, but that's okay. Everyone gets lazy in 160 characters. I would argue that yes, if you died and were declared dead at a time, if you have a timestamp for your death,
You have to have a death certificate. It has to be dead.
That's the fucking worst question
No,
I've ever heard.
only
if you're
brain
alive,
death.
you don't count.
Brain death. Like Terry Schiavo was dead when she stroked the fuck out.
No, Terry
She
Schiavo
was
was
still alive. You have to have a death certificate.
How are we debating this?
Yeah, this is dumb.
We've
This is
heard
dumb.
we've heard from the Trump supporters in the room. The next question is, do the living dead like Dick Cheney count?
He doesn't have a heart.
Yeah,
beat.
that's hilarious. We're not injecting politics into this show.
Right, that's a pretty ridiculous question because obviously Dick Cheney's still alive.
Did anyone pick him? He's not on my team.
I think we only picked 4
do you
I
not-
think he's going to live a long time.
Yeah, he has the cure to every disease. Like, he's that tight with people. So, don't worry about it.
And the last question appears to be, if Caitlyn Jenner becomes Bruce Jenner again, would a person get points for that?
Well, there's no sex points.
No.
There's one heart for two sets of people, but it's the same heart.
Oh, so the question is Bruce Jenner dead?
And the answer, I would argue, is no, because he was still on the cover of Sports Illustrated or whatever. It was just in a dress or a bikini.
That was
However,
no.
had
that's
you
Caitlyn.
drafted Caitlyn Jenner and she becomes Bruce Jenner again, you don't get the points if
No.
Bruce Jenner
No.
dies.
Correct.
You don't get the points for Caitlyn.
Ooh.
Right.
So those points just go into an ether?
They're just gone. It's a missed opportunity.
Which makes you think, if this was just like a 1-2 year phase, good call not lopping off that cock.
Are we sure that hasn't happened?
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, that'd be news.
No,
That
no,
would be-
they would do it live on E.
yeah.
for
There-
sure
it would
that'd
be
be live
It
streamed.
would be an arc about him recovering.
He's decided to go all the way.
Yeah.
What are we
From his cocktailplasty.
What are we thinking the contract for that is for Bruce or Caitlyn? 5, 6, 7 million for that single episode?
It's a large sum of money.
Yeah.
It'll be bigger than whatever the fuck Chloe did with Lamar, like a wedding, I think.
Or bigger than what Kim did with Ray J.
Maybe not.
Oh, yeah, they only paid like $1 million.
It'd be bigger than Kim and.
June 1st, Hollywood Life reported June 1st of 15.
We have producer Kyle interrupting here.
Hollywood Life reported that full genital reassignment
Whoa, what?
What?
last year.
What?
No, really? No. We would have.
I
That
feel
would
like he
have.
did an interview like
Boys and
the
girls.
past 6
Boys
months
and
saying,
girls.
I kind of like my
Have you-
dick. I like fucking things.
Has TMZ reported it?
Can you find
Are there
Kate's
photos?
phone number?
I don't want to see these phones.
His cock is a pussy, boys. It's so
Just Google gender
They
reassignment
went
surgery
inside
live
out.
photos. It's not that hard.
Well, rest in peace, Bruce Jenner. I guess. Huh?
Rest in peace.
His cock.
JB's cock. BJ's.
Yeah, I figure if it's the same brain and the same heart, that you're not. It's the same person.
Yes,
it's just a different.
It's a dumb semantic to argue over.
It's just a different
obvious
sex.
It's obvious what the answer is. He's no longer a person. What she changes, so it's 0 points either way. It's obvious.
I still agree with Braden though. If you picked Caitlyn and goes back to Bruce and Bruce dies. However, I also feel like if gender reassignment is something that happens in real life, it should be something that happens during the game. And so
It should transfer.
the person should at least get the opportunity, the player, team owner should get the opportunity to say, yes, I want Bruce Jenner, even though, I mean, I feel like as Caitlyn, he's worst driver, so it's going to be...
Or do you have to install that into the draft rules saying that gender reassignment is open for all players?
Well, thank God none of us picked Caitlyn Jenner, so we don't need to deal with it this round.
I feel like it's a trend.
Did anyone pick Richard Simmons? Because that was the that was coming up with him quite a bit recently.
Well, he's in real trouble, as I actually looked into after our last podcast.
He's sad.
Yeah.
His housekeeper kept him
Still,
locked up.
wait, still, is that still an issue? And he still hasn't fired her.
We touched upon it quite a bit in the last podcast.
I thought that was a good pod.
But he did release an update on his Facebook page or something saying that he is not actually going through the gender reassignment process.
Terrific. We need that cock around as long as possible.
That hard swinging dick.
I mean, if we ever need to repopulate the Earth, we definitely need a Richard Simmons out there to help us. Yeah.
Who else was going to fuck the old chicks?
He was into that?
He was at least into sweating with him. I don't think he cared how to do it. But
he taught him how to sweat.
It is questionable whether he posted that or his housekeeper posted that.
Ooh.
Bombshell.
Well,
all right. How has he not fired her then?
She controls him.
that's not how employees work.
Does he not have relatives?
No.
Well, he's definitely
Like at all?
he definitely
Like
doesn't
they
have,
disowned him for being a transitioning.
he definitely doesn't have any
No, he
biological
was an
children.
orphan. He has no family.
What?
Did you ever watch that biography on A&E about
Excuse
Richard
me.
Simmons?
I'm sorry.
What about
No.
Wayne Simmons?
Waned?
I missed that. I missed that one.
Now, I've always been a little curious. Do you think Gene and Richard are related?
Yeah, what?
That would be a stunning development. Given what I know about Gene Simmons and his politics, it would be stunning.
They have similar hair.
Although Gene Simmons is his mother was like a Holocaust victim. She survived, obviously, kind of.
Was she
I'm sure she was the
Holocaust?
same coming out as she was going in.
It's like when your pizza doesn't get done in time. Oh, fuck.
Oh, boy. See, that's why we needed you on this podcast.
We can't do. Yeah,
That's a rough one there. I feel like we can do everything else, but that one hurt. That one killed me.
Kikes will not like that one.
Yeah.
Yikes!
That was a key demographic.
Damn. I was going to say we need them for the advertising.
It does make me feel bad, considering my great uncle died in the Holocaust. I never should have said a word.
There's a difference between being in an incinerator and falling out of a guard tower.
No, he didn't fall out of a guard tower. A Jew got a hold of his gun.
I was pretty sure you were going John's way, but he zagged.
You're right. My punchline was awful.
No,
How dare I?
He's
The Holocaust jokes might be in my wheelhouse.
Well, I feel like it's okay.
well. It is nice to just look down
You
on
might-
another
for all-
group of people that have been more oppressed than
For
you,
all I know, he's
right?
he's
It's gotta be
he's
kind
a
of-
direct descendant of a child of Israel. I can't make that distinction right now. Look at him, for God's sake.
I don't see color, so I don't know what you're saying.
I'm saying
What are you
that I'm
talking
saying
about,
he's the perfect tone to be.
Oh, it's true.
Yeah.
Very.
I do look very Semitic.
You actually do. If I saw you,
Put that
if I saw you
photo
at
up on
synagogue when
DeadpoolPodcast.com.
if I saw you at synagogue while I was planning my raid, I would definitely think that guy's a child of Israel. Look at him.
He has a pretty small nose.
Oh, he's just got a proportional face. Just be nice, Zach. Jesus, rein it in.
Zach, good God! I thought
That
you
was
were bad
pretty
last
inappropriate.
week.
Whoops.
So, does that bring us to the end of celebrity deaths, the current and
So
most recent?
I believe so. Yeah, I think so.
I'd like to kick it over to Alec Geyser so he can give us
See,
our
we
segment.
can stop using the last names whenever you want.
That's
my
Geyser,
opinion.
Geiser.
Yeah.
Alex
Oh,
with a
sorry.
C, not Alex.
Anyway, yeah, you're right, because there's not a picture of us on Spotify. Jesus Christ.
You know what we should
Okay,
do? We should get our picture with the Mary Tyler
This
Moore
is gonna
statue when
require
she
a lot of
kicks,
edits.
and then that'll be our That'll be our cover.
We need a picture with the fisheye lens.
Yeah.
Maybe some squatting.
Yeah. Like Slavs?
Yeah. I just really want to do that.
Tracksuits and all.
Fine, I'd like to kick it over to Alec G.
Wait,
a segment.
are you talking about Geyser?
Sorry, A. Geyser. For a segment, This Death in History.
Oh. So this is a new segment that we're going to start doing every week here, or every other week, and we're going to start off with an oldie but a goodie. This thespian slash...
No, okay, can you kind of clarify? Because by the title of it, it sounds as though we're saying it's kind of a play on this date in history, meaning this person died on this date. It's not that, correct?
It is not this date. It's just an interesting celebrity death from the past that would have been a great pick.
All right, I like it.
I can accept that.
So this celebrity was born on July 13th, 1928 in Waterbury, Connecticut.
All right.
He died June 29th, 1978 at age
50?
49.
Oh.
So
Evil Knievel.
that is a 51-point death. Huge in the game of death pooling. That's a season-ending, season-creating death. And he died in Scottsdale, Arizona. So this celebrity was a drummer since he was 11 years old. Started out as a radio DJ in New York, Connecticut, finally LA, where he had the #1 morning radio show in the country, interviewing the likes of Bob Hope and other oldie guys back in the late 50s.
Wayne Newton.
He got famous on a little show called Hogan's Heroes, starting in 1965. Ran for 6 years. He was nominated for two Primetime Emmys.
My favorite sex deviant, I think, is coming up.
He was found murdered. Apparently, his head was crushed by some blunt object in his apartment in Scottsdale, Arizona.
I'm gonna say the candlestick in the lounge by the butler.
It gets
Meet
better.
Mr. Mustard.
So at some point in the 60s, Bob Crane of Hogan's Heroes, who we're talking about now, became a sexual deviant. He started the trend of celebrity sex tapes, which his estranged oldest son posted online for multiple years. So if you're curious about what Bob Crane's dick looked like,
We're going to link that in the show page.
yep, you can find him banging 1950s to 70s starlets online.
What are the chances they were underage? I feel like it's
50-50.
There was like
Yeah.
60 minutes about this shit, and I watched it with my parents. It was fucking weird.
hot.
Well, I want to tell you about Bob Crane. Fantastic show, Hogan's Heroes. I mean, he was just phenomenal on it, wasn't he? That's a great fucking guy, Bob Crane.
R.I.P.
God damn it.
It gets better, though.
I'm sure it does.
It gets better. So, the guy who most people think killed him was named John Henry Carpenter. He was introduced to him by a fellow castmate. John Carpenter is the one who got him into the videotaping of the salutes
Wait.
on the road.
Did he shoot it? Are we talking about the guy who...
We are not
the
talking
Halloween
about,
director?
We are not talking about that director. But we can slander that director and say, maybe. They're
John
both named
Carpenter
John
made the
Carpenter.
best horror movies and sex tapes on the planet. Fact?
Were the Carpenters...
Hey,
Halloween.
I'm just saying it. The guy's name was John Carpenter. Who knows?
And
It
John
could have been the
Carpenter
same
was
guy.
part of the Carpenters band, correct?
Yeah, could have been that
right?
same guy. Could have been that same guy.
Could have been.
All I know is this
Related
guy's
to
name
Mary
is John
Chapin
Carpenter,
Carpenter?
and
Absolutely.
he started out as a film salesman that met Bob Crane and hooked him up with some great AV gear. Apparently, what happened is after they went through their slew of banging chicks and filming them, John Carpenter made a pass at Bob Crane. Bob Crane,
Did the
denied
random,
him.
I'm
Hey,
super
hey, bro.
heterosexual.
Yeah.
I'm not gay.
not down with that. And then tried to end their relationship, at which point John Carpenter allegedly bludgeoned him to death with a camera tripod.
Yeah. I'm sure in the fucking 70s he said, "Hey, bro, I'm not gay." I'm sure he didn't say, "You fucking faggot. If you ever come at me like that again, I'm gonna murder you." I'm sure. He's.
Yeah.
I was
very
paraphrasing.
politely. Well, you need to say,
after the murder,
"I'm
did he rape the
paraphrasing
corpse?
here."
Well, it gets better.
Yeah, is there cum in his butt?
So
gotta
after,
be.
so the body
Gotta be
had
C in the B.
semen stains on it.
Oh, gotta be C.
Probably Bob Crane's.
Well, perhaps, but they were not on an area.
Was there
they
a
were
third
on its
shooter?
back.
Was there a third shooter?
So apparently, what happened was
ice
Bob
bullet
Crane was
scenario.
bludgeoned to death, and then the murderer masturbated over his corpse.
That's weird.
I'm not gonna go John Carpenter.
Yeah,
Maybe John Huston, the actor.
yeah. No, the guy's name was John Henry Carpenter. He died in 1998. Was retried for the
Was
murder
he
in
in The
92,
Carpenters?
and got off.
Well, he's
For the
certainly an
second
expert
time.
at getting off.
Yeah. So that's this death in history.
Wow.
Well, Bob Crane, rest in peace. Rest in your cum-filled grave. Good for you. I guess I didn't watch Hogan's Heroes.
Okay, well then you need to know
I
two
wish you would have
things.
told that in more of a Paul Harvey way.
You need
Just a little nitpick.
two things about Hogan's Heroes. One, funniest show about prisoner of war camps ever. And two,
I mean, that's a tight competition.
and two, it's got the only portrayed Frenchman on film that you will ever like. That's
Who was
it.
the Frenchman in Hogan's Heroes? I remember Clink. I remember Schultz. I remember Hogan.
He's the guy. He's the
Pepe
is
Le
he,
Pew?
is he the radio? I think he's the radio guy.
Pepe
Built
Le
the
Pew.
radio.
Okay. It was a good show.
It was a good show.
Apparently, Bob Crane died super wealthy. Then
Of course he did.
his oldest son, who was estranged, did not get a piece of the Hogan's Heroes money. Thus, he created the website where he put out the fucking videos of his dead dad, boning
He didn't
chicks in
sell
the
it
late
to Vivid
90s.
Video or something?
No, he was smart. He kept the IP for himself.
That's
And
actually not a bad idea.
And started selling T-shirts of like a screenshot of his dad's face of dead Bob Crane taking a chick from behind.
But who the fuck buys that?
Yeah,
I would have bought it if I could have found it, but all the websites were down.
Oh, what is it? Is it an out of print rare memorabilia at this point?
Hogan's
Look on
Heroes
eBay.
aficionados.
Yeah.
Chuck Berry, did he swap it with Bob Crane?
Oh, by the way, Chuck Berry, once that guy dies and somebody
Look,
writes a
hey,
book about
hey,
him,
hey.
He's not dead already?
No.
No, he's still alive.
Hey,
Holy
sex
shit.
tapes are sex tapes. If it's a chick peeing or if it's
Or
Bob
shitting
Crane
on,
fucking a chick from
you know,
like it
Chuck
doesn't matter.
Berry is alive?
yeah.
Yeah, he's like nine. What is he?
I feel like he still
How
has
is he
cameras
not
in
dead?
every toilet he
I think he's
owns.
like 95, 96. I think he's way up.
He's actually, I don't think he's that up there.
really?
Wasn't he
don't
like famous in
think
the
he is.
30s?
No, he was like a
50s,
40s and 50s at the
Johnny B. Good
latest,
had to have been
at
in the
earliest.
50s.
Late 50s.
Well, wait,
what year
no,
did
it was
Marty McFly go back in time?
It was
to?
1956 when that came out right there.
Producer Kyle?
We're looking for the age.
Yeah.
89.
89.
That's it.
Sounds about right.
Born 1926.
Now,
So he was like the first Bow Wow. He had to have been
Does-
16 when that song
does he
came
still
out.
have a successful chain of barbecue joints?
That requires deeper digging.
I don't need that.
Okay.
If you're a woman, do you go to the bathroom in those joints?
Well, I mean, at some point, if you're eating ribs, you're going to have to trust the bathroom.
You got the mud
That's
butt.
trust.
Yeah,
That-
it's going down.
I don't know.
It's going down for real.
I don't want my shit to be masturbated to.
Well, I don't.
Literally,
I
I don't want poop coming on my butt being masturbated to. So no, I would not.
Look, I'm a little flattered, but
What
I
if
don't,
you could
I don't
make
need that in
money?
my life.
With someone filming you poop. They paid you. Would you do it?
Are you this angel who's going to throw money at me for pooping?
I don't know. Some sort of fetishist on the
But
internet.
yeah, it's not like
gonna be
Chuck
mean.
Berry comes up to a random woman and says, "Hey, I taped you pooping. Here's money."
I don't think he compensated these
But I
women,
want
which
that
is
to
the-
happen.
Which is
that
the
would
problem.
be dynamite.
Oh my!
Do you think he was into the messy ones, or he was just looking for perfect form?
He was just looking for pee.
He liked poop too.
No.
There's
no.
stories of him getting pooped on the chest, but like by prostitutes.
Cleveland Steamer?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I've never
Or
been
Hot
into.
Carl.
What's the difference?
Wait, a hot Carl. Isn't that where you wrap the poop in like
Yeah.
plastic and saran wrap
And fuck.
and you throw it on your buddy?
No, I thought then you fuck it.
No. Hey, it's hot because you wrap it in saran wrap and it's still hot. And you throw
But why is it a Carl?
Because it's like a sandwich, like a sloppy Joe.
That's the dumbest logic ever.
You don't know the derivation of sloppy Joe?
I hate you.
Look, I've never been into anyone pooping on my chest. But if I want to lay below a glass coffee table and
Charles
you want to
Berry
poop onto that, I mean, I guess
Who was in there? Danny Kaye?
Danny Kaye.
Yeah, that was the producer
Danny Kaye?
who. He's the famous story about paying chicks to poop onto a glass coffee table over his face.
Producer Kyle has just showed me the true definition of a hot Carl.
Are there photos?
What website is this?
Urban Dictionary.
Oh, Urban Dictionary.
So it's the truth.
I still don't believe it. They say it's when you put saran wrap over someone's face and shit on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Seems a little cleaner.
It makes it hard to breathe.
Yeah, it does.
So we've got Vario coming in with the new segment, Celebrity Health News.
Celebrity health news. We have two big topics this week, or past couple weeks. First off, we have perhaps the greatest entertainer of all time, Meatloaf, otherwise known as Marvin Lee Aday, passed out in Canada while performing his Grammy Award-winning song, I Would Do Anything for Love. On the videos, Meatloaf microphone thuds on stage. He collapses forward, puts his hands down, and then rolls over. Fellow musicians and stagehands rush to his side. The song then abruptly stops. Some fans were a bit confused at first. He was resting comfortably in the Canadian hospital room, and he's now fine, I guess. Meatloaf.
Do we have a follow up on what actually happened to him?
They're claiming exhaustion and dehydration.
Exhaustion is never a good sign.
So this is Prince syndrome all over again.
Well, they didn't have to ground his flight or anything like that. I feel like that's more of a signifier of
No,
the
he just passed out while performing live.
Right, it's because he's so fat and out of shape that he can't sing.
Now, Meatloaf, I've heard, is a big fan of fantasy sports, as in is in more than 10 fantasy football leagues every year. Do you think that he has a celebrity death pool?
One can only hope.
Do you think he picked himself in said death pool?
It's tough to recoup. Well, I guess not recoup, but it's tough to collect your winnings if you're dead. So no,
Someone's got to check his
You can
will.
be buried with the crown.
Now that's fair.
So the beauty of Meatloaf is that he's not only a singer, considering that most people don't know any of his songs, but he's
Okay, by the way, you're under the impression that he was more famous as an actor? That's not true at all.
I am.
Meatloaf Bad Out of Hell is a great
what-
album.
Meatloaf
Paradise by the Dashboard
What
Light.
did Meatloaf act in? Am I in the dark here or what?
Fight Club and
Black Dog. He played the bad trucker.
Don't act as though that's like a fucking movie people should have heard of.
It's a Kurt Russell flick.
That's a
Everyone
shit
has seen
film and
every
you
Kurt
know it.
Russell flick.
God, seriously.
Just because you want to have sex with Kurt Russell doesn't make every movie he makes God's gift to man.
Well, they are really good, but still, no one gives a shit about his acting roles. He was a better singer than actor. Yeah. If he was a good actor, he would not have been on Celebrity Apprentice.
Okay, fair point. But the more depressing thing I've heard about Meatloaf, or I read about Meatloaf this week, is that he is no longer able to sing, and that everything he does is what I can't believe again.
Backing track boy.
They're lip sync, because he is in such bad shape, such bad health.
Or is his voice just gone? That happens with the old timers. They lose the voice.
Maybe
That's what
both.
tells.
I got to tell you, I mean, I don't think Meatloaf is in danger of losing his fan base over that. Do you think they really came to see his show to hear him sing on stage? They want to hear the songs.
They want to see him die, potentially. It's like a NASCAR race. They want to see a crash.
I'm just saying. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think he ever had like the greatest stage presence as a 300+ pound man.
His piano player.
I can't picture Meatloaf. All I just picture is Gangrel from The Brood right now.
Here, I'll help you picture meatloaf.
No, you're just making me hungry.
I'm just going to image search meatloaf. There you go. You get pictures of meatloaf, the protein.
So, is meatloaf maybe the worst loaf?
No.
Meatloaf is bad.
No.
It's not
Meatloaf
good.
is good.
Oh, let's ground some beef up, throw some onions in it, and then put ketchup on it. Fuck
sounds
that.
Guess
shit.
what? Guess
Fucking
what?
horrible.
It just happened.
There's also breadcrumbs.
Next podcast, I'm going to bring my meatloaf, my recipe.
Let's
You're
all bring
going
your
to
own
eat it.
I will
meatloaf.
not.
No.
Meatloaf is terrible.
Murder. Right now, I wish I could murder you. I'm bringing meatloaf to the next podcast, and we're going to sit and eat it, and you're going to fucking tell me how delicious it is, and that's the fucking end of it. You haven't had a good meatloaf in your life, Vario?
My mom cooked for most of my life. I didn't have a lot of good
So you didn't
foods.
have a lot of good food. Okay.
Don't listen to this mom.
Bab. Get the fuck
She's
out
an
of
idiot. She doesn't know what podcasts are. So
Guess what, man? It's meatloaf time. 1 week from today, because somebody's catching a fucking celebrity death, and we're doing an emergency podcast next week. And you know who's going to catch an emergency celebrity death podcast situation?
Johnny Manziel.
No, it's going to be fucking Zach with the Queen, because I was thinking about that.
no,
And I
we're
think Braden's right.
This is going to be our out.
That was just because of the corgi.
No, I'm not trying to get off. I'm not trying to sneak
It's not
away from
Princess
the
Di.
news. I'm just letting you know. You're going to eat meatloaf next week.
All
Go
right.
fuck yourself.
And that'll be one of our wrap-up issues or questions. Who we think will die from here, from this date to the next podcast.
Yeah,
So
correct.
within the next 2 weeks. So stick around for that. That's great pod.
Now on to listener emails.
Now, second news item. Zach, thanks for the transition. Jesus, fuck.
He really is the worst.
Can you turn his mic down, Kyle?
Second news.
Second news item. Rapper Lil Wayne.
One of my favorites.
One of the
Back
best.
on my
One of the
Grizzy.
best. Though I've never heard a song of his on the radio because I don't think you can play his songs on the radio. Which
Black
is
and yellow.
amazing. That was
That
not
was
him.
Wiz Khalifa.
Yeah.
Fuck.
As reported by gossip site TMZ earlier this week, the performer suffered 2 seizures while on a private plane en route from Milwaukee to California. After forced to land in Nebraska, their sources indicate Lil Wayne refused medical care after a first seizure, only to suffer another one 1 minute later after his plane took off. He took off a minute later? Anyway, he had 2 seizures in total. Related report, TMZ also cites witnesses who claims to have seen the rapper consuming large amounts of cough syrup containing codeine during a club appearance in Milwaukee.
Oh, no shit.
3 entire 16-ounce bottles, to be exact. Codeine is a narcotic painkiller that all of our listeners know what that is. It fucks up your liver. It fucks up a lot of things in your body, and when you take it with like some sort of sugary affection, it's called scissorp.
Scissorp is what it's called.
You should listen to him.
Scissor.
Check the skin tone.
Yeah, no, I see the skin tone, but I know him, so I don't want to listen to it. Scissorp. All right, yeah.
Scissorp.
Did anyone take Lil Wayne?
No, so he infects his body with opioids, basically 24/7.
Wait, are you sure they're opioids?
Yeah, it's
Codeine is an opioid.
Yeah.
That a boy.
He's
Sure
like-
it's not an opiate.
You know, distinction without difference. I don't fucking know.
So effectively, what we're saying is, if you're drafting this week, Lil Wayne is a low rent prince.
And I feel he's had a similar situation before, like a seizure on a bus. I think it was, like
you,
due to scissorp.
Scissorp.
No,
Scissorp.
no, I like to pronounce it the correct English way, like the King's English.
If you Google Lil Wayne, the second thing that comes up is Lil Wayne cancer.
God, I hope he has it. He looks like E.T. if E.T. was even more extraterrestrial. Like he's an ugly person.
E.T. to the extreme.
Yeah, E.T.
E.T.
God, that's a good sequel idea. Super extreme alien. He's really big.
They did that. It's called Elf.
Oh, that's true.
Throwback.
It's also called Mac and Me, but all right.
It's odd because you don't hear the rappers going into the opiates too often.
No, they're all big in the scissor.
Scissor.
So scissor is not an opiate?
No, it is.
It's not scissor.
No, it may be an opiate. I just don't think it's an opioid. Let's not put Lil Wayne in the same narcotics category as Prince. Prince can handle his shit.
Okay.
It doesn't sound like Lil Wayne's handling his shit too well.
For our first guest speaker, I think we need to get a pharmacist on this show.
Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, Kyle knows too. Producer Kyle knows too from his his current days of heavily abusing narcotics. So he has to have two different pharmacists.
Well, I mean, if they come, they need to bring samples, right?
Are you worried that when you ask them to come, they'll might be onto you? Like, maybe this guy's just into it for the pain relief or the abuse.
You always have two sources for scripts. Let's be honest.
Well, we can do a little bit of a research task there and clarify what the difference is between fentanyl, Percocet, and
Dilaudid, my personal favorite.
Dilaudid,
John Rollins' favorite.
Oh, you got to tell you guys, if you ever get a chance,
now
do a little Dilaudid.
Now that's that you want to inject that one, right?
Well, yeah, but you don't need to do it intravenously.
Yes.
You do it into your
the
fatty tissue. No, your fatty tissue.
The ass.
Yeah,
you
ass, or if you had a nice set of love handles or a little belly fat, fucking set it in there. Oh, I mean, let's get real for a minute.
Is that quick? Is it quick setting?
Oh, it's almost immediate. You can do pretty much what you want to do. There are no repercussions on Dilaudid.
There's no hangover.
Dr. John just prescribed you all Dilaudid.
Now there's no after effects. You don't feel groggy? Maybe a little groggy?
Do you like sleeping for 9 hours?
Yeah,
Okay,
kind of every night. I don't get to do it.
Kind of sound. You okay with a little bit of? Constipation?
Sign me up.
Okay,
I'm a little too liquid as it is.
Perfect. Yeah, I mean, you might not shit for a day, but when you do shit, it's going to be rock hard.
That sounds like a country song. I'm a little too liquid.
All I'm going to tell you about Dilaudid is I have never seen a more content human being in my life than I've seen while they're doing Dilaudid.
You only have to be dying in a war zone to get it.
Or have any major surgery.
It's big in Canada, though, isn't it?
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't pay attention to Canucks. That's like paying attention to hockey.
Well,
if the Wild are out of it, I'm done. I don't give a shit.
Canada has their new fucking hero PM asshole who's like a social justice warrior for
No, it's
he's a real
Gavin
cunthole.
something.
No, it's Trudeau. And he's like, oh, I'm so pretty. Look at me. And he's just like super social justice warrior. And he's going down hard on drugs as well. Like, fuck this guy. I hate him. Whatever. It's an aside.
He's like warring on drugs in Canada?
No, he's warring for drugs.
He wants pot, but then he's like coming down on prescription drugs.
Let's have fun, government. That's all I gotta say.
He's an extreme left winger.
In Canada, I think it's a little different. In the United States, I feel like no matter what sort of Obamacare, what sort of or Affordable Care Act, whatever people are calling
tax
it
on the
days,
uninsured.
Look, here's the deal, or jail for the uninsured. Here's how I feel about it in America. I pay you to be a doctor, right? I pay your hospital. I pay for the majority of my share of it. I understand that, I get a $22,000 surgery. My appendix is going to explode. Okay, I only have to pay $2,000 or $1,000 or $500 or nothing. I mean, somewhere in that range, $0 to $2,000, whatever it is. I'm still paying. So if I go to the doctor and I say, hey, doc, I'm having trouble sleeping at night. I've got some nightmares. Well, have you tried seeing a therapist or something about that? Look, dude, here's the deal. You've got a drug right now called Ativan, and I can take it and not remember any of my dreams forever and never wake up from them. Just give me the fucking pills, you asshole. I'm not here to argue. I'm just saying. I pay you, right? I come into your office. If I tell you something that you see as, an an affront to your profession, okay, that's different. But if I come in to see you and I'm open and honest, and you say, well, you know, I really think you should go and talk to somebody about your issues, and it's like, look, dude, I'm not doing that. Here's what I'm asking.
You're just trying to get that referral.
Here's what I'm
bonus.
asking
We know
from
that happens.
I hate
between doctors.
The kickback.
I don't. Here's what I don't want. You should be able to lay out a list for them. I don't want antidepressant medication. I don't want lithium. I want something that I can chill out on the couch and watch like 8 hours of MASH, telethon to. Like I want to be able
Bob
to sit
Crane
down,
videos
or Hogan's Heroes. If there's a Hogan's Heroes marathon on, give me the drug that lets me watch Bob Crane the longest before I pass out.
So basically, you want a vending machine that you can go to and order what drugs you want.
As long as we're playing healthcare isn't really for everybody, it's just for people that can afford it, then yes, absolutely.
Sorry,
I want
man.
my doctor to give it to me.
No, doctors know more than you. You're just a little child.
It does.
Right.
It
I'm a
does suck
clown.
how they're like they play the mystical wizard thing. Like, oh, I know so much more than you, so much more than WebMD.
No, but
Let me write this on my scroll, and then you can get it from the
have you ever
potion
done the
maker.
thing
Exactly.
where you tell the doctor, like, you've done a shitload of research on the internet, you've looked at message boards, and you're like, I'm pretty sure. And then you go to the doctor, you're like, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure it's this. He's like, why do you think that? Well, I looked in the internet. Like, well, it's not that.
Yeah.
It's like, no, I mean, I'm pretty sure. I looked at the internet, like, a lot.
Look,
Yeah.
I recently had a concussion, right? Geyser wants to think that I got beaten up by my wife, but I fell on a fucking flight of steps.
Well, you know.
an idiot.
Yeah. I mean, listen, we wouldn't think less of you either way.
No, I know, but here's my
It's a
deal.
macho thing with you, I know.
Look,
you're a macho guy.
My wife's 5'4",
But-
114 pounds. If I wanted to beat the shit out of her, I probably could.
Beauty, by the way.
Yeah. But guess what? It's not happening. It's just not fucking happening because I don't I have
Exactly.
no desire.
You would
But
not
no,
swing back
we're not-
as she was punching you in the head.
You're absolutely right, I wouldn't. But I would grab her and restrain her and it would be over with. I mean, not necessarily. She'd probably kick me in my nuts and then it'd be on again. But you understand what I'm saying. It's like I'm not going to attack her, but I'm not going to let her push me down a flight of steps or rub a fucking carpet sample against the side of my face to leave me with this butte. Like, I'm not doing that.
I don't
so
know.
here's the deal.
I don't think this required some more protesting from you. I think we were all on board
Wow.
with it. But
Yeah.
now I think there's a little truth the guys was claiming.
Wow.
I think we all
I got to tell you, boys.
we all were kind of joking, but hey, now
He
you bring it up
doth
again.
protest too much.
Yes.
Doth protest too much. Gotcha.
Is that like some Shakespeare fag shit?
Well, I'm going to tell you.
All right.
I'm not going any further into it now that we're bringing this shit up. So
All right.
Here we go.
So Lil Wayne almost dead, but not dead. Should be dead. I hope he dies, but not dead.
No one has him though, right?
No,
in our
no,
league.
'cause that-
It's a shame,
It's a
though.
hard-
He was in the running for being drafted.
I feel like he was in the non-natural death category.
No,
potentially.
Lil Wayne was in the top 100. Like, if you look at any of those websites,
Which we all based our drafts
We did.
basically.
The
Except for
also-
Steve Gleason.
To be fair, those are also the same drafts that put Bieber at like 50.
Yeah.
I have Jared Leto in my death pool. I didn't base it on any website.
I like that. I want him to die.
Well, he
think we
seems
all
like the
do.
next guy to be the Heath Ledger type. Like, he just got so into the Joker of that shitty movie with Will Smith.
You know, you'll know he's going to die when his band releases an album that all of us go, hey, have you heard that? It's fucking amazing. And then it's just going to be done. Like, the second he records something that's amazing, it's
So you're
over with.
saying he's immortal?
What was the worst song on any of the not Guitar Hero, but any of the play-along music video games? It was the 30 Seconds to Mars song.
Oh,
right?
yeah. Kings and Queens. Ugh.
That's a terrible song. It was the worst on any platform, any game. Like it's terrible. It's a terrible
I think he's
song.
bad. Like, I'm not a fan.
to a 6-minute song where we say 3 things
Yeah.
and just draw it out forever.
Yeah, just spitting nonsense. Yeah, was some of the guitar work cool? Kinda. Yeah, it was cool.
But he's singing. He's
yeah,
not playing
not
guitar.
Leto, yeah.
He's just singing that 3
does he
lyrics.
not play guitar?
No.
No.
Are
He
we
wears
sure?
eyeliner and
Producer
sings.
Kyle?
He does not specifically play guitar, no.
Does he play rhythm guitar?
What does specifically mean?
Well, I'm sure at a show he'll pick up a guitar and look cool.
Like Lil Wayne on SNL. He looked cool. I
feel like-
that.
He does not record his own guitar.
Okay, well that's fair. But I'm just saying. You
That's
guys
more
will know.
reason to think he should die.
If they release a song in the next 9 months and you go, shit, that's a good song. And someone comes on the radio and goes, and that's 30 Seconds to Mars with Shit on My Airplane or some shit like that. You'll know. Holy fuck, they released a good song.
I had a similar
and a good
thing
album.
with the new Blink-182 song. At first, I was like, yeah, they're still singing about being teenagers.
The difference is,
and then I was like,
you're 50 years old.
And then I was like, yeah, you know what? I kind of like it, though.
Can we talk about Travis Barker here
that's
quick?
a guy living on borrowed time right now.
Like, no, he got in a plane wreck, and the bottom third of his body was burnt beyond recognition.
Oh, so he's got to go get another fucking $5,000 worth of tattoos for free.
Well,
still got his cock.
No, does he? Does he?
I don't know.
Can
if
you
he
prove
has his
that?
present it.
Look, his wife.
We need him to present.
Shauna, no, they divorced.
Yeah, exactly. Boom.
But I
More
don't
to
know
my
if- I don't know
point.
if it's before or after.
That had to have been the low moment in reality TV when Travis Barker got his own TV show.
Yeah, that's when you knew that whole thing was fucked out. Like Travis, Meet the Barkers.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's where we're going for low moment.
No. That's the most just
fuck cares about Travis
stretched
Barker?
out premise for an interest in a reality family. And
don't
don't
know, what
say
about
like
the
Honey Boo.
family of-
That has some sort of trashy element to it that's interesting to some.
Oh, you're
people.
right. Travis Barker is class all the way. There's nothing trashy.
At least he has money.
Yeah. Well, like,
Honey Boo Boo doesn't have money.
no,
Are
she
you
did
kidding?
not.
Really?
Not when they were filming it.
Not
No.
yeah,
What is wrong?
no. And Honey Boo Boo only became interesting when we found out that the dad in there was molesting the shit out of those kids. Just like the.
That's when it
20 Kids-
became interesting.
Yeah,
I don't know.
exactly.
I was a big fan of Mama June.
That's when I started watching with my pants off.
You guys are you're making some really good points actually, because the only time I ever cared about Sister Wives more than to tell my wife how terrible of a show it was when I found out that guy really treated all those women like a piece of shit. Because one woman's coming out now and saying, "I'm out of this. This is nonsense," and now the show's falling apart.
No,
so I'm
it's
excited. I'm
way-
excited for you guys to tell me about this. This reality TV
No, it's always.
subterfuge. I don't want to call it that.
You're mocking our claim that that's when we knew that reality TV got it. We're talking about like celebrity-based reality show.
Yeah.
You
Like,
knew
A&E versus TLC, those things are kind of
way
excluded.
different.
Yeah, you're
way
in a whole different
Yeah.
ballpark.
That's
there.
based off of lifestyles
You guys should
and
have
culture.
known. You should have known 8 years ago when CT came out and said the fight that I had on the challenge was fixed.
Whoa,
That's when you should have said
those are fighting.
Never said that. Never said that.
Whoa,
No.
that's bullshit.
By the way,
Censors?
producer Kyle, let's book CT for this podcast.
We're gonna have to edit this out because
I'm a monster.
because of
What can
our
I say?
sister podcast about the challenge. We don't want to include that.
Let's do one. I fucking love the challenge.
And let's all agree here, real quick, that CT is the greatest athlete that America has ever
Well,
produced.
he's Tom
Yeah,
Brady.
definitely better than Bo Jackson.
I love Bo Jackson, so I'm with you there.
CT was never stupid enough to wreck his knee in a nothing game.
But he was stupid enough to let his brother die. And then let it emotionally affect him forever.
I'm a monster. What can I say?
Vario, does that wrap up the news?
Yeah, there was only 2 news stories. We had those 4
Well, there was
celebrity
more, but
deaths.
you blew your wad earlier.
We
in the
shot it
fucking
really
round.
early.
that
There were
was
those
too bad.
4 celebrity deaths. And that's the news.
Oh no, that's the news.
Best outro ever.
I would like to thank you for I don't know,
An attempt?
substantial
An
job.
attempt?
Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah.
We're gonna move it on over to Braden. Shanky.
Oh,
I'm
game
sorry,
time.
B.
Game
Shanky or
Braden S.
I'm
Braden S.
I'm not really sure how I'm supposed to pronounce
Yeah.
the names anymore.
Yeah, please don't say my name on the air.
I'm sorry,
No,
Braden.
No, sorry.
He did.
It really upsets me when you say it.
So B Shank is coming back at you with a little a fun game that we played a little of last week, but we're gonna play a little more of this week.
Yeah, this is the Dead or Alive game, but this week we're going to have a theme, and going forward we'll have a theme.
We did have a theme last week.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we had a theme.
Oh, we
last
did have a
week,
sports
buddy.
theme.
Way to remember your own segment there, shithead.
Yes.
Shafid,
well-
it's pronounced.
Sorry.
Something that hasn't been referenced yet on this podcast is the Orlando shooting. of the gay nightclub.
We're opening up.
So, in honor of the Orlando shooting, or in memoriam of the Orlando shooting, we are going to be doing gay dead celebrities or gay alive celebrities.
Oh, I like it. I like it. Good theme.
Yeah.
Is Tom Cruise one?
Oh, well. Zach.
We'll have to wait to find
We have
out.
to edit that out. Scientology won't allow that. We're out.
Although I'd like some evidence that Tom Cruise is gay or bi.
Too many cease and
Travolta,
desist
though,
letters.
from what I hear,
Gay as AIDS.
like, there's so many Reddit posts, even gayer.
He works out at 2 a.m.
Yes.
in gay weightlifting
Like,
clubs.
he goes to, like, Planet Fitness
Gayer than coming a mustache.
at 2 a.m.
Well, now, what if you're a fisherman and you gut the fish, and there's a lot of fish, and it's spawning season?
Are you talking
That's
about
called,
fish
that's,
cum on your mustache?
that's called bestiality, Zach. And I don't want to
like
hear
fish
about your
sticks?
personal problems on Sunday mornings. I want to get on to what we're doing.
All right. So
Never mind fish cum.
First up in the Dead or Alive Gay Celebrities trivia is David Geffen, producer of many musical
Alive.
albums, including Nirvana.
Alive.
David Geffen is alive.
I say it live.
Dead.
Zach's an idiot.
He is alive.
Boom.
Oh,
He's
Good.
gay?
I just went contrary.
it was a good strategy.
Yeah, contrarian's always a good.
applaud it.
It's always a good theory.
Next up, you're
Until
going to
you're in
start to
elementary school.
You're going to start to find a theme here, but next
Musicians.
Gay. I'm pretty sure it's gay celebrities.
up, no,
Maybe it's all men.
musicians. No, it's actually going to be people like this: Yves Saint Laurent, famous designer.
Oh,
What?
I'm gonna say dead.
Oh.
I'll go dead.
I'm going dead.
If not, it's a long life.
I go dead.
Yves Saint Laurent died in 2008 of brain cancer.
2 for 2. Set me up, baby.
I'm good at the cancer guesses.
You will start to find a lot of designers in here. There are a lot of gay designers that are
Give me
questionably
Gianni
dead or
Versace.
alive. We are not doing a throwback to Gianni Versace as much as I wanted to.
He's alive,
Zach
right?
might have not got
Healthy and strong in South Beach.
Wait. Can we do this just for Zach?
Yeah, just the
Gianni
sidebar.
Versace.
Dead.
Oh.
How?
Bye.
He was murdered by some guy that was stalking him or something,
right.
or maybe a lover boy.
close.
So you were here last week.
Yeah,
He
but
just follows his gay serial killers.
He's just
Who doesn't?
Next up, Dusty Springfield, artist who sang the song
Dusty
Son of a Preacher Boy.
Dusty Springfield is dead.
Is that son of a preacher man?
Preacher Man.
I thought it was a
I'm
lady
saying
who
dead.
sang that song. The only
Dusty
one who
Springfield.
can ever teach
Oh, by the
me.
way, you will know that this is the only lesbian that I could find for this.
Oh, there we go. Lady.
Gotta be dead.
dead.
I go live.
Dusty Springfield is dead. Died in 1999 of
3-0.
breast cancer.
Put it on me, Vario.
Only 2.
Put it on me, Barge. Let me know.
Next up, first openly gay wrestler. Can anyone tell me who this is before I even say the name?
Wait.
Oh, is it Lex
homosexual?
Luger? Lex Luger?
Homosexual
Oh, Gold
or
Dust. It's
man
Gold
gay?
Dust.
Homosexual.
Gold Dust.
Gold
It's
Dust.
Gold Dust.
Dusty Rhodes.
Openly.
Gold Dust.
Gold Dust was always ambiguous. Trust me, I've researched.
First openly gay wrestler. Is it a Guerrero?
It is not. It is Canyon with a K. Chris Canyon.
Okay.
Wow.
WCW?
WWE.
What
Was it
year,
WWE at the time or was it WWF at the time?
I'm not answering that question.
Okay.
I'm
Is he
saying-
alive or dead? I'm going to say dead. AIDS.
He's a wrestler dead.
Alive. He
I'm saying
probably
dead.
just
I
came out
actually
recently.
think he's actually alive. I'm just saying because Braden brought it up that way that
He's dead.
Damn.
Wrestlers are always dead.
Yo,
they can't live long.
my pick.
They do not live long.
Chris Canyon died at the age of 40 in 2010 of a drug
Oh,
overdose.
he was under. That's bad though. I think the I think the average age of death for professional wrestlers is like 57.
Yeah, it's almost as worse as Russian males.
He struggled with his sexuality for a long time. I think he contemplated suicide for a bit and then ended up.
That's a fucking bummer.
So we need to figure out a closeted gay wrestler for our next draft.
Rey Mysterio Jr. That's
Is he still around? Like
well, he's
wrestling?
not. I mean, he's not still wrestling. I don't think, but
He also doesn't have like the concussion issue because he like was.
well, you're right. He only
felt it.
jumped off of a 4-foot embankment 1,000,000 times a night to
but, like,
scissor kick a motherfucker in the head. You're right. He's
but
got
he
nothing
didn't-
wrong.
what was his
No
move
chance
set?
for head injury.
Well, I
was the
didn't do the
Mysterio move
roids. He
called?
didn't do the roids.
Was it like the?
No,
There's a flip
Mysterio
involved?
did. I feel like he was caught for
He
it.
was
Oh, yeah.
5'4". He weighed 210 pounds. How did he not do
He
roids?
did not weigh 210 pounds.
Look at his body build.
Geyser, you are dead wrong.
He's
he
a
did a
big boy.
lot of roids.
That's a
Every
motherfucker
single
right there.
wrestler does right.
Easy.
No.
The lowest he
you
weighed
that-
as a
no,
professional
you're not
wrestler
that
ever,
naive.
I would bet, is 189 pounds. 5'4". 5'4".
Every wrestler does right.
I think the WCW versus NWO video game for N64 in 2001 had him listed at 5'4", 200 pounds.
Yeah, but they always
I weigh
exaggerate
219.
That is the encyclopedia of wrestling,
It
too.
is.
It is fact. Fact.
Bible.
All right, next up on the list, Giorgio Armani. Dead or alive? Let's start with Zach.
Whoa, I don't know where to go without listening to anyone else. I'm gonna say alive.
All right, only because I need to like gain some points here. Having lost the last two, I'm saying dead.
I say he did.
I'm gonna say alive.
Giorgio Armani is alive at the age of 81.
Still undefeated.
Oh,
With a nice fart
Geyser
in the air
and
as well.
Roland.
I'm just,
Taking big hits there. Next up, professional figure skater referenced in South Park, Brian Boitano.
Oh,
Alive.
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 Oof. Tried to throw you guys a curveball. You guys hit it out of the
You
park.
could have done most
If you
professional.
don't think I'm keeping up with
figure
Brian
skaters.
Boitano, you're out of your
Because
fucking
that's what
mind.
Brian
Who's
Boitano
the one
would do,
that's
you know?
Scott
super
Hamilton.
fabulous?
Scott.
No.
Johnny.
Oh,
Yeah.
Johnny something.
And he does the with Tara
Johnny
Lipinski. who's a
Mosley
babe.
was a fucking...
No, not Tara
No, the-
Lipinski.
The skater though.
It's not
Yeah.
Johnny
Yeah,
Mosley.
it's Johnny.
Kyle, producer Kyle, are you on this?
He
Johnny?
does stuff in like the
Weird.
the derby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Johnny
Yeah.
Weird.
He just wears tons of makeup and just glitter. He's
him.
fabulous.
It's
wore-
him.
Oh, with the, like the slick
Yeah.
back hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He wore a bracelet that was like a skeleton.
Oh, cock top. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was
I
like
bet
a
that
Borg
guy-
thing. He looked like he was assimilated.
What was this for that you saw, Dad?
That guy
What was he
just
doing?
crushes pussy.
It was just commentating on the Olympics.
He does that for the Kentucky Derby
Hope
too.
so.
Him and Tara Lipinski's a babe. But
How
anyway,
old is she at this point?
41.
30.
41.
She's.
We want to make this a bonus round. How old do you think Tara Lipinski is?
Wait, no, it's Johnny Weir.
Braden's looking at the
Braden's got the
computer
hot
screen.
Oh, Jesus.
Braden's looking at the computer screen.
We
right
are
now.
on the gay
Apparently,
celebrity
he's in
category.
love with Johnny Weir.
Give me.
Oh, that's
That is a babe.
that's a
Well,
call out
Johnny
to you,
Weir.
Johnny Weir.
All right,
you come take Shanky whenever
moving
you
on
want.
quickly here.
On the plus side,
Let's-
we've recorded that.
Can you get some hot Tara
Sweep
Lipinski
that
photos
right
up there?
under the rug. All right. While Kyle is looking up Tara Lipinski, Christian Dior.
Oh, alive.
Another fashionista. I'm gonna
Alive.
say. You can go, Zach.
I'll say dead.
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 Christian Dior is dead.
I'm undefeated.
Actually died in 1957 at the age of 52. But it is one of the more interesting deaths you'll see on this list.
Oh, interesting. Let's hear about it.
Well, the reported cause of death is there are 3 reports out there. First is that he died while choking on fish bones.
Is that a euphemism?
We're getting to that. Second is he died while playing poker of a heart attack.
Is that a euphemism?
Was your hand that bad that you needed to go right there?
Third is that he died while having strenuous sex with a man. So
Okay.
This is a terrible fucking person.
it was the 50s. They were likely to want to sweep it under the rug. So I think that's kind
I
of.
love how all the odds of death were all just horrible vices.
Next up, Domenico Dolce of Dolce and Gabbana.
Jesus, this isn't. I mean,
There's not a lot of famous gays. I
Oh
guess.
no, Freddie Mercury isn't shit.
Well, we all know that. We all know that.
I'm not
What
going to
did
throw
he
you guys
actually die
softballs.
of?
AIDS.
No,
Yeah.
Pneumonia.
correct.
Because all gays die of that. Like, I mean, come on.
Oh, I got a little thing in my lungs.
Unless you're over 75, you don't
You know,
die of pneumonia.
he was African.
Well, no,
Born
he
in
was.
Zanzibar.
He was born in Zanzibar, but he was like what's Eastern European. He was
thought
what's
he
it
was
called?
British.
He was like,
Like, his parents
he
were
was
British.
Armenian. He was an Armenian motherfucker.
That's like calling me short Billy.
And what was the religion he was?
Zoroastrian, yeah.
Zoroastrian, yeah.
They light them on fire and then let vultures pick the flesh off their bones. It's fucking weird.
Yeah,
and it's illegal in most countries.
Zoroastrianism or
Well,
the
way
burial?
their funeral. They're
Zach,
high up in the mountains.
tell me, Domenico Dolce, alive or dead?
Oh, she did.
It's got to be
It's a guy. I'll give you that.
He did.
Dead. All right.
It is kind of weird how the most famous fashion designers for women are men.
Geyser says alive.
What?
Domenico Dolce, alive or dead?
Dead.
I'm going dead.
He is alive at 57.
That's it.
57?
Yes.
Still? Wow. Dolce & Gabbana is a young brand, I guess.
Next up, Maurice Sendak, author of
yeah.
Where the
That
Wild
fag's
Things
dead.
Are.
Yeah, he's dead.
Or alive.
He's dead.
I'm dead.
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 Okay.
Oh, I knew that one. I can say that one with fucking reverence.
Also one of the creators of Little Bear.
Oh, Little Bear?
Little Bear.
I don't know what the fuck
And
that is.
last but not
It's
least,
a cartoon.
Huey Ludwig Horn. Can anyone tell me who that actually is?
Horne?
No.
No, then I can't.
It sounds... Filmmaker? Uwe Ludwig?
It's not Huey Bull.
Huey Lewis in the news?
Huey Ludwig Horn is also better known as Roy from Siegfried and Roy.
He is alive.
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 He's not loving life, but he's alive.
I think he's
I
in a
think
bed
he's
with some
alive
tubes in his
as
arm.
well.
Tigers are pussies, but if you get
All right, I'm hearing alives all around. Roy is alive. Bonus point, Manticore the tiger. Is he alive or dead?
Dead.
Dead.
He is dead.
Yeah, of course he is.
Died in 2014 at the
animal.
age of 17.
That's a
Animal.
good name.
That's a good life.
Man.
Wait, so did no one take Roy?
As in which way
As in
take?
Uwe Ludwig Horn for our draft.
Yeah, no.
Why would we pick a magician? They live forever.
Yeah, they know God's secrets.
They do know magic, I guess. But
Until
like
that dick with the weird mask started showing him off.
Yeah, magician's revealed. Fuck that guy. He's gonna kill all the magicians.
The Fox network in the late 1990s was amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
The alien autopsy or Encounter
Oh,
in Lake
alien
County?
autopsy.
That one was fucking creepy.
Well, also the behind the wrestler within the mask who showed all the secrets of professional wrestling. I remember watching the shit out of that.
I love when you stomp the floor as you punch somebody in the face. That's
Yeah.
how you let them know it's real.
Well, and they have
It's
razor
amazing,
blades
'cause
in their
I never
hands
knew that
to get
was a
the
thing
blood.
in
Yeah.
real wrestling. You could never see it.
Yeah, you
so,
could never look and
'cause
see
they
what they're
act-
doing.
They're such good actors that you never see that actually on. It just seems like seamless.
Yeah.
It's truly a gift.
It really is.
I mean, usually when I get in a fight with a guy, I try and hook his arm and throw him across a ring, and then I don't know. Never mind.
We ended up with a tie there between Zach and Vario,
All right.
both with one wrong. 9 out of 10.
No.
I just got the first one wrong and you assumed I would
You
fuck
got
up
everything
everyone.
else right?
Yeah. Because I'm a master.
Shit.
I
Do we have a tiebreaker?
We do
You're
have a
welcome for me
tiebreaker.
coming in first.
Tiebreaker.
We will start with Zach here.
It's just me and him.
It is just down to you two. Sorry, Geyser. Sorry, Roland. You guys are out.
Well, I'm not sorry because this game was bullshit from the beginning.
We will start first with the lead singer of the Velvet Underground.
Oh, Lou Reed's alive.
Shut up.
You did just ruin
Shut up. Both of you.
Well,
shut
why
up.
weren't these fucking questions when I
Shut
was
the fuck
playing?
up. You can't
I gotta
do that.
Is he gay, Braden?
Zach?
Yes, he's gay. What?
He bisexual.
Is he bisexual,
We are
Braden?
He got
including
fucked by
bisexual.
Andy
You know
Warhol?
what? You look.
Hey, by the way, the whole art community got fucked by Andy Warhol.
Yeah.
I think he was an artist.
Just because you have
So-
sex with Andy Warhol one time doesn't make you gay. Makes you
This
bisexual.
was the bisexual or
It
gay
makes you
round.
a
Doesn't he
human
have-
being.
Sorry if that wasn't clear.
Zach?
I'll go with alive.
He's dead.
Lou Reed is dead. John Rowland.
Fuck you, John Rowland.
Got you hook, line, and sinker.
I was
Fuck
pretty
you,
sure
John
that was a
Rowland.
bait. I swear.
You're a good man, Mario. That's why I'm
Pretty sure that was a bait.
I'm gonna
Oh,
fucking
it was like
your gas
it was
tank.
like 3 years ago.
So here's my question. What celebrity death would hit you guys hard? Similar to how when we look back, you look at Chris Farley's death, you look at Phil Hartman's death, and you're like, fuck, god damn it, I wish they lived. Right now, what current celebrity? And I'm not, it doesn't have to necessarily be a young person who's up on the rise. Like a Curtis Cobain. By the way, you know, he probably wouldn't have done much shit afterwards. Probably would have died anyway, but whatever.
He would have been too busy in rehab.
Yeah, whatever. What celebrity currently living, if they die, you find out they die tomorrow, would kind of hit you? Not necessarily it's going to ruin your day, ruin your week, but you realize, man, we missed out. This person should be alive.
Let's shoot it over to Braden.
Well, I do have one at the tip of my tongue right now. This is a band that I've really liked for a long time. I think they're underrated. They're always kind of consistently right at the B+ level. The Red Hot Chili Peppers. Anthony Kiedis, who had a scare recently in the news. I just really appreciate their music. I like them. If he were to die, I think I would be kind of upset on the same level as like a Phil Hartman or a Chris Farley.
Never doing heroin is a good choice.
That seems to be the moral of the story to any type of, yeah.
Zach,
all right, well-
Zach, what are you thinking?
Teddy Bridgewater.
Okay, well, you know,
Wow, yeah. Yep.
That's it. Deal with it. Because you would never know.
it is also such a Zach answer, but I agree. It would.
You never
I
know.
think I'd be more upset about Zimmer.
Yes, Zimmer. If Zimmer died,
And
Well,
he could
then
go.
you should have answered that.
He could go at any point
if
over
Zim
a
dies,
heart attack.
I'll probably kill myself.
I agree. I'm with you. Packed.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm teen.
Who's in? Get your hands in.
We're all in.
Zimmer dies. We kill
I'll just be
ourselves.
over here with the
all right.
Teddy one.
There we go.
Holy Mound hands.
I feel like that's the only honorable way out for a Vikings fan.
Yes.
By the way, I also saw pictures of it being Adrian Peterson Day in Palestine, Texas
Again?
today. He had a purple float going down downtown Palestine, Texas.
Were camels carrying it?
I don't know. I think they're brainwashed down there.
You gotta beat the kids away from that float with a switch, though. You know they love that AP down there. Keep them from stealing the little flowers from the float there.
Well, guys, let's see what your answer
Oh,
is.
mine. Okay, mine is Chris Pratt. I will watch anything that Chris Pratt is in, any day, anytime.
I
He's
got to tell you, Guardians was really good.
really fucking
Probably the best superhero movie ever put out by Marvel.
good. I would agree with that.
Iron Man 1 was good, but I understand the sentiment.
Yeah,
I was a big Jurassic World fan. It was pretty
Yeah.
good.
that guy's going places.
But do you think he's like irreplaceable in that
Yeah.
sense? Like,
If anyone is going to reboot Indiana Jones in 5-10 years.
We're not-
Once
no.
Harrison Ford dies, it's Chris
They're
Pratt.
filming another one right now.
Yeah, but Harrison Ford will die sometime, and they will reboot the shit out of that series.
That's a good point.
Yeah, when Kylo Ren kills him in Indiana Jones.
Oh, spoiler alert!
That cross feature movie they're gonna make.
Chris Pratt is too oversaturated.
I think a little bit.
We got Vario up next.
You don't want to go, John? All right. So this might be a little outside take. Julia Louis-Dreyfus. Here's the thing. Seinfeld, like 2 Emmys. She won one for New Adventures of whatever Christine, an Emmy.
Christine.
And now with Veep. Veep is the best show on television right now.
Really?
She's the funniest person in every single goddamn role she does. Like, she's awesome. Hate to see her die. Want to see her live forever so she can continue to raping the shit out of television.
I know, because
comedy.
if she would have never found acting, she would never have had money.
See, that's what I think. I think that's what makes her more like admirable. She doesn't have to do this shit at all. Like she can just be.
She reminds me of the guy that wins $250 million in the Powerball. And when they ask him about it,
he goes back to his job.
He goes blue collar. I'm going back to work tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm going back to my garbage
Because you're an
job.
asshole making $14 an hour, taking a job away from somebody else. You're a piece of shit.
I respect the shit out of her for that.
Oh, God bless you for it.
She doesn't have to do anything.
She will be a great 65-year-old-ish person who plays the mom of whoever in like a romantic comedy.
She's never
gonna
She's
happen.
not in movies. She doesn't do
she
movies.
will be.
No.
She's the lead in TV comedies, and she rapes the fuck out of it. She's good in every goddamn role.
Would you be
Let's
more
be
upset
real,
about
it's
her dying
consensual.
or Jason Alexander?
Oh, Jason Alexander would be a nothing. It's in the sense that we're not getting anything more out of it.
So you were talking about rape before. Jason Alexander is arguably the greatest rapist in the history of movies.
What?
Wow.
Has no one ever seen Pretty Woman? Really? No one saw Costanza attempt to rape Julia Roberts?
You're at a table full of 30,
Well, wait,
30
attempt,
plus
so he
year old
didn't
men.
do it? So
Of
that's
course
not
none
a
of us
great
have seen
rapist.
it.
I'm saying it was a great scene.
My other answer would be Larry David, because then we get no more Curb.
Speaking of which, Curb Your Enthusiasm
It's
coming back
for season 9.
fall of 2016 on HBO, one of our sponsors.
That is one of our sponsors.
If we just claim them as a sponsor, they become one of our
So
sponsors.
everyone
right?
watch HBO, and in particular, Curb Your Enthusiasm on HBO this fall, 2016.
We fully support AOL Time Warner.
All right, John, who's your person?
Oh, shit. Well, I was thinking about it for a while, and...
Yeah, you had the whole time delegating other picks to everyone, like making everyone else speak.
Yeah, sorry. I was trying to keep shit moving. I've been thinking about it, and Braden will know this because I've known him, I think, the longest out of any of you. Or maybe you three. But here, I was a big professional wrestling fan. And if I ever heard that Chris Benoit had died...
Oh, we've got some bad news for you.
John,
I think my heart would be broken.
do we break it to him now?
And you know what?
Listen, he went out in a godly way. We'll just say that.
That's true.
Jesus was on his mind.
Time is on his side.
Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. Hey, so Chris Benoit is my answer.
Wait.
Chris, hope you're doing well. Living life up in Ontario. Big money. Big money.
Good answer. Good answer. All right, I like that. All right, so we're wrapping up here. Do we want to do the round of celebrities we think will die from here to the next podcast?
Yeah, because we've been so successful with the last.
Yeah, we're 0-4,
Yeah.
but you know who the fuck?
But I've got.
Come on.
I think I've got.
It's a hard task.
I think I've got the correct answer this time, and I'd love to go first,
All right,
if that's okay.
I'm gonna go last if that's okay with everyone.
Yeah, I think everyone's good with that, right? We go this way.
We'll go whatever way
Give her the
we
old
feel like going.
counterclockwise. Okay, well, guess what? It's coming to you next. Sitting on my right, that's counterclockwise.
All right, who's
so
your-
here we go. The next celebrity death is going to be
Glasses off.
Tom Cruise.
All right. Well,
As someone who has Tom Cruise in their non-natural death category on their team, I appreciate that.
you heard it here first.
What makes
On
you
the
think that?
Deadpool podcast.
What makes you think Tom Cruise there?
I was thinking about Days of Thunder.
He likes to drive
remembers?
fast?
No. But I was thinking about Days of Thunder. And there's a moment in the movie when he says, Rubbin' is racing. And now, I know that that's part of the script. It's part of the schedule, what he has to say. But the way that he enunciates the beginning of every word makes me believe that he truly believes that rubbing is racing.
So Tom Cruise is not a bad pick in any death pool because he loves fast motorcycles and
He
fast
does his
cars.
stunts, does his own stunts.
Yeah. Like the only reason he gets his movies insured and is able to do that is because he produces them himself and insures himself.
I don't know if
So-
that's.
Well, I mean, the
that's
latent homosexuality that has been bubbling underneath the surface of his psyche for years, that's another thing that
Well,
really
that's
brings
why
it up.
he's still a
That's but that
Scientologist.
ties back into the Orlando shooting, and I really don't want to go back into that.
It was Tom Cruise's fault.
Probably
But-
that alligator
Oh.
was gay too. I don't know. I'm not making
The alligator ate butthole
A gay
first,
gator?
so-
a gator.
Wild.
All right, guys. How
Geyser?
about you?
Realistically, I mean, based on what we've seen so far, it's been, like fighters and random midgets that have died?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
And like music legends.
Yeah.
Midgets.
Well,
That one.
I mean,
Random image.
if I had to think about it, it's time for a major politician to go.
Like
And-
an MP of Britain
No.
or something?
Nope,
No?
nope, nope.
Okay, all right.
Like the oldest living president right now. The oldest living president alive right now. I think he's oldest.
Oldest living alive.
A man who beat brain
Jimmy
cancer in his 90s.
You talking JC?
I'm talking JC.
Jesus Christ.
Yes.
he builds houses. Initials are JC.
Yeah, I'm thinking Jimmy Carter's going. Secret Service can't jump in front of a brain tumor.
He's got a
Didn't
good
they
point.
already do that?
He's got a good point.
How many 90-year-olds do you know that
Didn't
beat
they
brain
inject
cancer?
polio into his brain, curing him of brain cancer?
They injected like some in like his own. I don't know. They
They-
injected something.
They
All have the okay. You look at the average presidential like lifespan versus like the average population lifespan. It's like 20 years. It's significantly higher, like by 3 standard deviations.
They injected a vial of his cum with HGH and a little bit of stem cells. Next thing you know,
Boom.
your brain
is
box
rain.
is fixed again.
Carter come.
come to the dome, make you live forever.
Zach, what are you thinking?
Oh boy.
And don't just pick somebody on your team. I know you want to.
I'm going probably I'm going with a trend. You guys are gonna be mean to me like you always are.
Yeah.
Maybe.
All right.
Going Hunter Hearst Helmsley. He's gonna
Oh.
die.
How dare you wish death upon Triple H?
Wow.
But
I'm
Wrestler
sure it is.
wrestling pick is always good.
Triple H has a big heart, and it's not just because he loves his fans; it's because of the copious amounts of steroids he's
And
been using over
cocaine,
the years.
he's done.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty
And
good
hey,
bet.
maybe Steph's just gonna get pissed because she's on roids too. Because she's
Are they
a
still
big
married?
woman. Yeah.
What has he been doing in the recent? Does anyone watch? Does anyone
kinda
know
wanna
what
get
the
into
recent
it
arcs
again.
have been?
He's then do a
full
wrestling
CEO.
podcast.
So he's not actually wrestling anymore.
No, he's
though.
like Vince McMahon used to be. Like he
Speak-
comes out in a suit and has the Vince McMahon walk.
God, I love his. I love it.
Oh, so
and
he's
he sees bodybuilders, he falls out of his chair.
Oh, that's disgusting. Okay.
It's the greatest gift of all time, though.
the,
All right, we're gonna take her around. Braden, what do we got going on here?
I mean, it's really tough. You see these celebrities like Billy Bob or the nosy neighbor from the Dick Van Dyke Show, and you just
all credible and rememberable names.
regardless, they all count in the celebrity death pool, and that's where we're.
That's where we're drinking right now.
That's where we're drinking. So,
Perfect.
if I had to pick someone, I'm kind of going off the reservation a little bit here. I think
Oh, how many
Going
Indians are you
non-Indian,
picking?
huh?
You're going Iron Sheik.
Jim Thorpe.
You said off the reservation.
off the reservation.
That's where he went.
Well,
He was born on it.
Just because he liked to run
Kind of a
far.
no name. I wish I kind of would have picked him on my team. Alan Greenspan,
Okay.
former chairman
Yeah.
of the Fed.
Yeah.
Alan Greenspan, 90 years old, by the way.
But see, they have the antidote.
Well, they have health
Same
insurance.
thing as
Their
the-
managers remembered to pay it.
They have the
Hey,
antidote.
Shannon Doherty is going down this year.
That's the worst pick of all time. But to close it out, I'm going along the similar lines of Zach, going to the wrestling world. This is a fellow who's battled some demons. Enough demons to have a documentary about him. Jake the Snake Roberts. Boom. Dead.
Wow, he's alive?
Cringiest motherfucking documentary I've ever watched. Cringy as fuck.
Yeah. It was rough to watch.
Like,
He's apparently sober, but he was
Apparently.
hospitalized, I think, in early March for some sort of issue.
The scene where he is in the ring with everyone screaming at him because he's too drunk to put on a show, and he's like, so his finishing move, Jake the Snake's finishing move.
The DDT.
No, it was, I forgot what it was called, but he basically like puts you in a headlock and falls over.
It's like a DDT.
That sounds like a DDT.
Okay, well then it's the DDT.
Okay.
But
Just
he
making
was
sure I was right.
he was too drunk.
No.
He was too drunk to put someone in a
fall over.
headlock and fall over.
Well, I'm too drunk to podcast right now, but we're still doing it.
Is the hacksaw Jim Duggan still alive?
Yes.
Believe so.
I thought he had like cancer for a while in there.
Well,
was
he's
he,
just a
was
fat
he using
man.
lumber liquidators treated lumber in that hacksaw?
that's the problem.
Like he came out with a 2x4, correct?
He did.
How do you come out with a 2x? Oh, I thought you meant like he introduced a
No.
brand of
He thought
2x4.
he thought that Hacksaw came out and blew a 2x4 out of his dick with a heart. I mean, that's what he thought.
If that's treated by lumber liquidators, he might have cancer.
But let's be real here. The wrestlers who are most likely to die, it's got to be Scott Hall and Jake the Snake, and they're like pretty fucking equal if you've watched their behind the scenes documentary.
well, the problem with Razor Ramon, when you look at him from a distance, is that can he walk now? Because I
That's the
think the last
question.
time I saw him, he was wheelchair bound, and he's like 50.
Yep,
That's yeah.
he is a not good. There was like a 30 for 30 or whatever the.
Well, I would imagine it was a 30 for 30 short if it was on Razor Ramon.
But like no, it effectively showed him as in the same shape as Jake the Snake, like doing like.
Except
I mean,
15
the
years
fucking
younger.
Undertaker has got to just.
I
take
can't
it.
believe that
Yeah,
shit.
He's gotta
still
be
around.
dead here.
He's still headlining like WrestleMania.
He is over 60 years old.
Yeah, he's
Is that
got to
true?
kick it any day.
I'm gonna tell you, I'm really worried about his brother Kane.
I'm more worried. Well, that's true, I guess, and I feel so bad for Paul Bearer. No,
Yeah.
day doesn't go by where I
The
don't
world,
think
the
about
world took
Paul
a great
Bearer.
one from us.
He was
Paul Bearer.
Yeah,
You know, he just looked like a picture of health.
To Paul
he's a
Bear.
one of a kind. You know,
Prost.
had a good jiggle
Gross.
to his underfat on his neck.
But those are the three wrestlers that you got to watch out for in this year. It's The Undertaker, Scott Hall.
Should we do spoiler alert? Spoiler alert! People are going to die in the next week.
I think we just did that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we should call that segment "Spoiler Alert."
Ladies and gentlemen, the votes are in. Coming to you live from South Minneapolis. That has been the Deadpool podcast. Everybody, are we sufficiently intoxicated?
Watch out for Deadpool Podcast 2 when Deadpool 2 comes out, because that's what it'll be called then. So watch out for that, fans.
And be sure to visit us at deadpoolpodcast.com.
And if it looks like the website's not up, just wait a little longer. It'll be up.
and be sure to visit the websites of our advertising. What do we want to call it?
Our affiliates.
Yeah, AdamandEve.com.
AdamandEve.com.
MeUndies.com.
TommyJohn.com.
Don't forget HBO.
DonaldTrump.com.
AKA 45.com.
45.com.
And of course, let's not forget LordVader.com.
Lord
Yep.
Vader.
That's a beautiful website. If you're
We have
interested
like
in the dark side.
www.stormfront.com. I don't know what that is, but they paid us money.
And then any of the esports websites.
Oh, yeah.
we're very heavy into a Dota 2.
You don't remember Bernie Sanders gave us a.
Yeah.
Let's
So
celebrate
Bernie
our number one
Sanders,
sponsor,
BernieSanders.com.
Gut
I think it was
Gut
Bernie
Slug.
Sanders. It was Feel the Burn, but it was spelled BURN. I don't know.
Yeah, that was about herpes and crabs.
Never mind.
But it's all
Well-
good. Main Dog, what do you got to say? That's good to hear. And this is the Deadpool podcast signing off from South Minneapolis. Have a good night.
All the money that e'er I had, I spent it in good company, and all the harm I've ever done, alas, it was to none but me. And all I've done for want of wit, to memory now I can't recall. So fill to me the parting glass. Good night and joy.